The next thing I need you to work on before we can officially talk about something called stoichiometry is ratios, sandwiches, and chemical reactions. So what are we talking about? Well, let's just make a cheese sandwich real quick. Let's say a cheese sandwich is 2 slices of bread and 1 slice of cheese for every cheese sandwich you make. Let's just write this into a chemical equation using some made-up element symbols or chemical symbols. BD for bread, CH for cheese, SW for sandwich. Pause the video and try writing this out like you would a chemical equation. So hopefully you got 2 slices of bread plus 1 slice of cheese will yield or make 1 sandwich. Very similar to the chemical equations we've been writing all year, if not simpler. The skill that I want you to practice right now before we move on to more difficult topics is writing down a ratio or a relationship between the amount of ingredients in a chemical reaction or in a recipe for a cheese sandwich. Remember, ratios are fractions, not too scary, and I want to know the relationship between the amount of bread and the amount of cheese, the amount of bread and the amount of sandwiches, the amount of cheese and the amount of sandwiches. So you can pause the video and see if you can write the ratios using this fake chemical equation. Alright, let's see how you did. If you have 2 slices of bread, for every 2 slices of bread, you have 1 slice of cheese. For every 2 slices of bread, you have 1 sandwich. For every 1 slice of cheese, we have 1 sandwich in this fake chemical reaction. Let's do another practice with a slightly more complicated sandwich, making a cheese and meat sandwich. This sandwich will have 2 slices of bread, 1 slice of cheese, 1 slice of meat, and that will give us 1 cheese meat sandwich. Great. Write this into a chemical equation again and use MT as meat. Pause, give it a try on your own. Alright, so we are going to have 2 pieces of bread plus 1 piece of cheese, 1 piece of meat, and we're going to get 1 sandwich. What is the ratio of bread to cheese? Ratio to bread to sandwich. How much bread for every meat? How much cheese for every sandwich? How much meat for every sandwich? Practice writing these fractions. Pause and then check your answer. For every 2 slices of bread, there's 1 cheese. For every 2 slices of bread, there's 1 sandwich. For every 2 slices of bread, there's 1 meat. How about cheese? For every 1 slice of cheese, there's 1 sandwich. For every 1 slice of meat, there's 1 sandwich. So I hope you found this to be useful to help you start thinking about ratios. In the next activity, we're going to practice talking about actual elements and not just sandwiches.